It's Week 14 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Play action. It's Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson escaping the pressure right. And that's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Jackson will throw again. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. They give him 12 yards and a first down. So opening drive, 3rd down, they complete the slant to move the sticks.
And ordinarily, it's a high percentage pass when you throw it. And receivers like to run that route because it gets the ball in their hands pretty quickly. Just a couple of quick steps upfield, break towards the middle, the ball should be there, and then they can do some work afterwards.
Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Oh, and after the sack, he's still down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Third and long for Bridgewater. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
They'll take over at 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
The ball carrier.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 15 carries, 90 yards.
And they love what they've got in him. He's the number 4 rusher in the league right now, so you know that you have to account for him on defense, which means you can play complementary football as well. Throw the play action, get it out to the wide receivers, because they should have some open space, because the defense will key on it.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And to give this time to the tailback. Look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Operating from the red zone now. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. From 17 yards out. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Did you see how the linebackers froze for just a second? That's why you run play action. You want to keep them rooted in the spot and create a little bit of extra space so your tight end can find some room behind them. And then the quarterback finds his target downfield, and he turns it into 6 points.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken from about the 12. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 30.
Out now comes the Houston offense as you take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And as we take a look at the playoff picture, certainly still a lot of jostling to go in these final few weeks. For the moment, they would be a wild card team, far from locked up, but that's why this is exciting. These last few weeks, a lot to play for.
So much to play for, and remember, 7 teams in each conference go to the playoffs instead of 6. And not to mention, remember when the league made that move a few seasons ago to put divisional games at the end of the year? So you get to week 16 and 17, you're playing for playoff spots, and you're playing divisional games. Couldn't be more exciting than that.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. To throw, Bridgewater. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender. From there, he doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And he knocks it through. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Pulls it in at the 13. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Return. They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
On 2nd down, Bridgewater again. Throwing right, and that's complete. And all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Complete to number
A huge play there for Houston. 49 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular. Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And he's got Kyle Rudolph. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 10-yard line.
Bridgewater again, being chased out left. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. They'll throw again. Bridgewater. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd and goal. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
From the 10-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. Through one quarter, 14-7, our score.
14, Oilers 7.
And no move to take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. That's what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like you had green on that play.
The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. And I think he's a guy, if they had let him walk, no one was going to be shouting from the top of a mountain. But he's a good guy. He's a good locker room guy, too.
Good locker room and a good player. I mean, he's a valuable starter for them. And if you just want to start over and maybe bring in someone new, the learning curve might be a little bit big. So it's a good job by getting him taken care of, and now they can move forward.
Again here on 2nd and 10. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Adams' throw is complete. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and he passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
On 1st down, Allen. And he's got it. Got his man on the in route, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Now whistles here, and we've got a man down. Man down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Allen throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back.
And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And his guys are going to take the lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken from about the 12. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
21-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up-and-down the field game here.
I'll take him. Where's his tombstone?
Boot Hill, baby.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. Bridgewater on first down. Steps away to his left. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's taken down inside the 30.
The pass.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. First down, Bridgewater. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
First and 10.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. To throw again. Allen. Flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he's stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. So they take a big chance here in their own territory, and you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter? I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Kyle Rudolph. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Extra point by McCrane, up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
He'll run it. And down he'll go at the 25. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. Here's Allen to throw it. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete with the clock down now to 13 seconds. He was looking for Albert O. Albert Okwuegbunam was the target there. And that'll make it 3rd down. Play action. Now it's Allen. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. Points through the contact. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Here now, Brett Maher. He hit from 62 in his rookie season of 2018. This to equal Matt Prater's record. It's a 64-yard attempt. So we've reached, you want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. To get the party started for the 2nd half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And a short kick taken at about the 16. A good-looking return set up here.
1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The home side once again ready to take over offensively. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
And they will only muster a yard here at the 38. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And he'll give it here to his running back.
The ball carried by number 42.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win, and the defense is...
There we go! Now look at this! Big gain, but a fumble. It's going the other way. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
Certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time: completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
A second down throw for Bridgewater. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Flushed out right. And Bridgewater intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off at the 19. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So that is 2 pick sixes he's thrown in this football game. Now, you take those away, Charles, it's a completely different situation.
It totally is, but guess what? They have to deal with what they have now, okay? So they can't just mentally go, well, if we hadn't thrown those pick sixes, we'd be okay. Here's where you are. Here's where you're going to battle. But guess what? They're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Taken from about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own.
Now comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here. Back to it after the pick six. Bridgewater firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
1st down, Houston.
Bridgewater to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. 3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Play fake. Bridgewater. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. 11 yards there. 1st down.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great. And they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off around the 37. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. Because if you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who've gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently, since 2000, Deltha O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
On play action, Allen. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
That's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Going to give this time to the tailback. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. And they'll send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that. Now he's hit. Bridgewater loses the football.
Bridgewater on the
dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
It's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
How about some applause? For the defense there, they forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. They'll try and run for it. He's going to have the first down past the 20. Down to the 41-yard line. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Here's Bridgewater. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
On 2nd and 15 now. Bridgewater eluding the pressure right. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
I like the footwork back there. I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. Bridgewater now. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 19. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
Here to his running back. He'll be dropped at the 30. The first broken tackle couldn't bust him free.
Brought down at the
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down. Throwing again. Allen. For Kidder here, it's complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. And again, it's Allen. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. 28 yards. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's been quite the game for him individually. A trio of touchdown catches now.
So pick a route, any route. Whatever you want him to run, he's going to do it and do it well and end up in the end zone. This has really been fun to watch.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
At their own 34-yard line.
So here is the home side to take over on offense. And the question, can they turn that interception into points? A tie game for the moment in the fourth quarter. And he'll give it here to his running back. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked it.
And he loses the football a second time. And this is picked up by the defense. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. Now a dump off here complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Now Allen is going to fire one deep over the middle. And it's intercepted at the goal line. They're going to get there and pick it. And he is all the way past the 25.
Intercepted.
So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
At the 27-yard line.
Now Bridgewater. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
They'll take over.
And yes, folks, that is his 5th interception, a new NFL record.
And that's absolutely phenomenal. I just have to flat out applaud him. What a great effort in this game. But let's face it, when you look back at the numbers of guys who have had 4 in the past, you'll find the names of some of the greats and some guys who just had a fantastic game.
And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. On play action. Allen. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth. Forced out to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Able to find a seam for 14 yards, but still now facing a fourth down after the scramble.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down. Back to throw. Allen. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Allen to throw. And it is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Number 80.
He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere.
Yeah, and I love how you described that, because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline, and he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles Davis when he was playing that.
Absolutely. I thought you were on the field, but okay, I see you.
Brings up third down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is fourth down. To throw is Allen. Buying time to his left. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up down at the 2. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
What I would do is either hand it off inside, or more likely I take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And what an effort on the final play of regulation. All zeros on the clock, and we are headed to OT. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules remind us. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Houston set to take over. Set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing, because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. And that time almost intercepted. That would have changed things here in overtime, but instead, second down. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a first down. Throwing is Bridgewater. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
2nd and 6 at their 48-yard line.
Bridgewater again. Samuel bringing in the slant. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say it's not the X.
And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. You throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. What can Allen do now with his drive? Oh, it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And just shedding him off him. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. So we will see yet another drive in this overtime.
For whatever reason, neither team able to finish this game off. I know that the first thought is, does anyone really want to win it? But I think that they both desperately want to win it, and sometimes you force things and that leads to errors.
Well, it's out there for the taking. We'll see who can do it. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Well, he was trying to make something happen there outside of the pocket, but ultimately what did happen was a loss of yardage.
Yeah, he held on to it for a long time, didn't he, as you talked about trying to make something happen, hoping something would come open, but it didn't. Ends up shoveling it off. Ends up going for negative play.
A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First down, Oilers.
They'll drop the throw. And they'll get this down to the 10. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row. So he hooked up with a veteran there, and in overtime, that's not a bad idea. Go with the age and the experience.
Yeah, because sometimes the young guys, they give you the fresh legs and give you all that balance. But in this type of situation, sometimes it's like slow down a little bit as the enormity of the moment overwhelms them. The veteran guys, they tend to come through.
So this thing all rests right now on the right foot of Matthew McCrane. And that is no good. And we will play on here in overtime. So possible disaster there. It's an empty possession, and there's no worse time to have an empty possession than the first drive of overtime.
Yeah, and remember the situation now, Brandon. It's sudden death from here on out. You can bet he's begging for a chance to redeem himself. But the question now is, will that chance ever come?
Throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
At the 24-yard line.
He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Third down and 6 yards to go.
Throwing is Allen on third. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. It'll be their second and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He's going to fire one